5 weeks ago, the competition began. None of the wheelchair users had ballroom dance before.
Hello. How are you?
All right, thanks.
Brian Fortuna set out the challenge ahead.
We're not looking for the audience to have pity. I don't want this to turn into, oh, look, that was sweet. They pulled him around the floor in the chair and they did a turn. That's bullshit. We're looking for them to go, holy shit, how have they done that? Week one was a bit of a mystery because we really didn't know how things were going to go. It was a major challenge to overcome, to take all of these competitors, none of which have danced before, and turn them into show dancers.
Oh, Mark, come on.
The wheelchair users met up with their celebrity partners.
Hi, I'm Harry.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Kevin.
Hi.
And training began.
Come on, get the audience going, Harry. Look up, look out there, look out there.
I see the way it works, yeah.
Okay, so, all right? I see the way it works.
Brian pushed them hard, making few allowances for the novices.
I mean, don't be patronising, please, Brian. You are being patronising.
My job when I get here is not to make you feel good about what's going on in your life. My job is to get you through the dancing, and that's what I'm trying to do. A lot of people approach the disabled world with a bit of trepidation and with a bit of sympathy, and there's no reason for that. Just because you're in a wheelchair, it doesn't make you any different. So I never felt like I had to change the way that I was speaking to Harry or change the way that I was speaking to James. The way that you're doing it now, you don't want to work with me, and you're laughing and it's a joke to you, and it's not a joke to me.
But I'm telling you, it's not very challenging for me to go, okay, 2, 3...
James, have I finished the routine with you? James and Carolyne had a bit of a problem with authority throughout the competition. Coordination. And for me, it was about making a point and making a stand and making them understand that they were there as the students and I was there as the teacher.
Sorry.
It's a matter of respect.
Soon, the first day of competition was upon them.
Honestly, before that first performance, I've never been so scared in my life. I mean, I was absolutely bricking it. It was proper scary.
The nerves of everybody in that in the little back room was the fear of going out and doing something that pretty much none of us had done before.
The nerves just totally took over me. I was so emotional because it was a massive thing for me to do. I was sat having my hair and makeup done, and next thing I was like busting into tears. I was like, oh my God, why am I crying?
You're sat on that ramp just waiting for your name to be called, and you can hear everybody else out there and then your name's called.
So a very warm welcome for Paul and Heather.
The fear that I had going down that ramp, you couldn't top it, to be quite honest. You know, I've been skydiving, and the fear that I had skydiving was nothing to what it was just going down that ramp.
The moment you're on the ramp and you're waiting for them to say, and now it's Carolyne and Martin, it's like, oh my God, it's the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Once I got onto the dance floor, I was like, right, let's do this. I just wanted to prove that, you know, just because I'm in a wheelchair now doesn't mean that I can't do things. You know, I can go out and I can dance. And I did, and I proved to everybody that I can do it.
I can see why people get addicted to performing because it's just such a rush. It's half enjoyment, half nausea, and it's like just an amazing feeling.
I think you just try and go into like a zone of your own. You just blank and you just go into like performance mode.
As the couples danced in competition for the very first time, the judges were blown away.
Unbelievable. For me, that was a dancing performance that you should be proud of. I think it was super. And it was so entertaining. So entertaining.
The one thing I have to say to you now is don't let it slip. This is the level you've got. Everything now has to be better than this.
Thank you very much. Brilliant.
I wanted the audience, the general public, to watch this and think, wow.
This has never been done before. It was absolutely essential for me that week one was a hit, and we nailed it. Well done.
Big props to you, honestly.
Thanks,
Each week, the weakest couples were chosen for the dance-off.
Paul and Heather, Carolyne and Martin, and Michelle and Harry, any of those three could have easily, I think, gone into the dance-off.
Design engineer Paul and M People singer Heather Small were up against bar manager Caroline and rugby legend Martin Afire.
The week 1 dance-off was the tightest dance-off of all of the weeks.
It was a really, really tough decision. I'm going to bring back Paul and Heather.
The first couple to leave the competition were Caroline and Martin.
It actually really got me when I got sent over. I couldn't stop crying. I was quite emotional because we'd done our dance and we didn't do any wrong steps. We got through our routine without making any mess-ups. So for them to send me home, I thought was quite unfair. But at the end of the day, somebody had to go, and it was me.
Caroline and I just got on really well, and with her leaving, it did have a big impact on her. Like, it was in floods of tears, and she left.
When Martin and Caroline went home, it had an emotional impact on me. Caroline came in with this bright, enthusiastic personality, and after she was eliminated, I could see that she was gutted, and I was worried that the experience was not going to be a positive one for her. I was worried that she was going to turn it into a negative, but she had no reason to, because what she was able to accomplish was outstanding.
3 months on, Caroline is back home in Stalybridge and working out at the local gym. Just one change she's made since taking part in Dancing on Wheels.
Looking back now, every emotion you can think of, I think I went through. Cried, I had a tantrum, I was happy, I was sad. Everything, just a total emotional roller coaster. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I did it. I never thought I'd be able to do that. I never thought I'd be able to dance again. I remember being in hospital and I said to a friend of mine, I said, what am I going to do when I get married and it's the first dance? I'm not going to be able to do anything. I won't be able to do my dance. I won't be able to wear a big dress. And doing this competition, you get to wear big dresses and you can dance. So I proved to myself that it can be done, and I can do it. I've just found this new confidence and everybody's noticed it. I've even joined my local gym, which, you know, people say, Caroline, gym? Not in the same sentence, never. But yeah, I have. And I think I've got a thing for men in grey tracksuits.